In the meantime, allegations involving sexual harassment and misconduct have rocked Hollywood in recent weeks. The latest allegations coming just this week against House of Cards star Kevin Spacey.
Fellow actor Anthony Rapp accused Spacey of sexually harassing him 30 years ago when Rapp was just 14. Rapp alleges a drunken incident at a 1986 party at Spacey's apartment. Spacey has stated he doesn't remember the encounter with Rapp, but that if he did behave, as Rapp says he did, he owes his sincerest apology.
Spacey's older brother, Randy Fowler, lives in Boise and has been public about the abuse his father doled out growing up. KTVB's Dean Johnson sat down with Fowler, who went in depth about his family's past and the barrage of questions that he now faces in light of the recent allegations and accusations against his brother. Dean.
Well, Dean Kim, Randy Fowler, known as the Rod Stewart, has lived here in Boise for more than 2 decades and has reached out to his brother on a number of occasions over years, but hasn't spoken to his little brother Kevin in about 15 years. Fowler tells me he and his brother were very close growing up, but really lost touch with one another once they both moved out of their parents' house.
But every week or so, a new P pops up to the big stew of this insane behavior by Hollywood elites and regular people. And it just so happened that this week was my brother's popping up of the pea in the stew.
Randy Fowler is talking about his brother, longtime actor Kevin Spacey, who's the latest Hollywood name connected to sexual harassment allegations.
I don't really know Kevin Spacey, but I do know Kevin Fowler, because he was my little brother.
Fowler says it's been a little more than a decade since he last spoke to his little brother at their mother's funeral.
He's been elusive my entire life, since about 1980 when we both grew up and moved out. I've only seen him 5 times in 40 years.
It was at one of those meetings Randy unveiled the truth to his family of what was going on under their roof growing up.
And I come from a shattered, broken family that lived in secret.
Fowler saying that secret being he suffered years of sexual and physical abuse from their father.
I had all forms of child abuse done to me by my father. My father was actually, he was a very sick man mentally.
Randy doesn't know if Kevin or his sister endured the same abuse he did, but Fowler says he did try to protect his siblings.
I did what I could to protect my brother from the creature. That's what we call him in the book. Don't know if I couldn't protect him all the time. And maybe my father did the same thing to him.
It's something Fowler says he's unsure if his brother has ever been willing to accept.
But he's never been able to deal with it. So it's easier for him to not have anything to do with the family.
And after years of trying to reach out, Fowler says even with these recent allegations, he's done, but would love to hear from his brother.
He's got my number. I don't have any way to get a hold of him, I would love to hear from him. I really would. Regardless of everything that's gone down, we're still family.
Fowler is working on a book about child abuse, which he hopes to get on store shelves soon. He hopes his experiences will inspire others to come forward about any abuse they've endured.
Hopefully give people a lot of hope and give them the chance to release those chains of silence and shame that we all carry around.
Now, Netflix has halted production of Season 6 of House of Cards to review the current situation regarding Kevin Spacey. The International Academy has also announced that in light of the recent allegations, the TV Academy will no longer honor Spacey with the 2017 International Emmy Founders Award. Kim?
Well, what he said was pretty powerful, the chains of silence that holds them down. And Dean, as you said, he's coming forward so that other people who have suffered child abuse may be brave enough to come forward and speak about it and begin their healing process. I am just curious, did the Fowlers grow up here in the Boise area?
They did not. Randy tells me that they moved around a lot as they were growing up, but what brought him to Boise was a little over 20 years ago that he was in a band, and the band actually got stuck here in Boise. They had really no way of leaving, and so he just set up shop here and has lived here ever since.
And he's